Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. I'm here today to give you a Bitcoin update. We're going to be going through the Bitcoin charts on the micro and the macro to see how and where the price will be going today and how we can basically profit from that on the micro and the macro as well. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you drop a comment, let me know your opinions in the comment section. But without further ado, let's get straight into the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, you can see it on the hourly. Yes, excuse my chart right now, pretty messy, but there's a lot that we need to cover here, so just let me explain and we will go through it. Let's just get rid of that dirty trend line for a second. That's on the short-term time frame. But yeah, so straight away, let's talk about this parallel channel that we have been in and out of over the last, well, all the way back since the 30th of November. Since then, Bitcoin has been pretty stagnant in a range between 16,200 and 18,400. Right now, currently around 16,839 without really that much momentum. There's not that much volume. It looks pretty bad in terms of breaking out from this space right now. There is quite a few things that I want to cover here, and as you can see, there's multiple trend lines here that we are going to be looking at. You can see the resistance zones at the moment is up around this zone here at around 17,050 to 17k is that area that we are looking for to break to the upside. And also you can see we do have these downward sloping resistance lines coming down like so. This trend line I'm talking about right here. So if we are going to be testing that shortly today, we might do, if we do see a breakout right now, it will be around 16,889. A definite point that we need to be looking out for rejection. The reason why I'm talking about that, guys, is because let's just look at the resistance that we have found from this zone. Straight from there, banging it all the way back down to candle body close here. So that was literally like a $200 move there, okay? And again, here, all the way back down. Here, all the way back down. You can see the momentum is slowly getting smaller, guys. The momentum is slowly getting smaller from this resistance line, but it's not over, okay? I wouldn't say that it's over, so I would expect some serious resistance coming through around 16,900 for simplicity's sake, right? And that resistance could come all the way down to this horizontal right here, okay? The horizontal right here that I'm talking about, and this is the level of support, is going to be sat at around 16,750, okay? So it's around a $200 move again. And it's going to be very interesting to see if that is going to happen. Now, you can see all these colored candles on my chart right now. You can see the white colored candles. We know from trading the sideways money indicator. This means currently low volume, a nice sideways market, guys. So make sure you are referring to the sideways money indicator for all you premium members. If you did want to join the premium scout package, guys, just literally drop me a message, drop me a comment, and I'll get you added for free. That's access to a few of my indicators for free, and you can even join our back testing team if you really want. But yeah, we're doing some really good things there in Telegram. The link should be up there somewhere, or in the description of the video, right? But yeah, anyway, back to Bitcoin for now. The price action channel is what is determining the colors of the candles, that are determining the trend right now. So we are actually looking for a sideways market because obviously the white candles I just said there, guys. And let's just go back to the resistance. Let's get back to these trend lines, because you can see these two trend lines are crossing with quite a lot of force here, guys. This gives me an inclination that we are going to be dumping from this area, okay? The reasoning for this is, guys, you can see the resistance along this trend line multiple times here, and also along this top side as well. Now, you can see from this top side here to all the way down to this top side, we're literally sat right there, guys. So if we're just going on trend lines right now, I would expect a dump probably all the way down to around 16,750. This area is pretty easily claimed right now, considering all the resistance that we have found along this area. Now, let's look at the MACD for a second. You can see, guys, we have just had a bullish crossover, but we're very early in this right now, and we haven't really seen any volume in terms of a pump right now. So I wouldn't really be relying on the MACD right now to give us that bullish signal to have that breakout. Now, if we do break out and we do see a move to the upside here, then it could be a little move up. If we are going to be going on horizontals and stuff like that, we could be doing something along the lines of this, and then basically planning a long position to the upside. And I will go through that on the midterm time frame in a second, because there is a falling wedge scenario with a nice measure move to the upside. So we will go through that. So just bear with me for a second. I just want to inform you guys as much as I can on the shorter term time frame, because it could get quite choppy today. Now, looking at the RSI right now, guys, we don't really have any crazy divergences to talk about here. But what I would say is there is going to be a trend line coming down at the moment like so, which we have currently tested, okay? We have currently tested and we have found support on, okay? So that is support in terms of buying pressure, and we are still in where we are in the bullish control zone right now. So it is technically looking bullish on the micro, but for me personally, as I was just saying, there's too much resistance here to be extremely bullish right now. So it's it's a biased either side at this point in time. Moving on to the midterm time frame so we can get a bit more clarity on what's actually happening for Bitcoin and what we can be looking for. You can see straight away, I'm going to be talking about the VRVP, the visible profile here. You can see that is currently up at around 17,168, or if we zoom out a bit there, it does currently come down. It was literally just here a second ago. Right, there we go. Around 16,825. So that is a very strong area for a point of control, which does mean there is support there as well, guys. So support around 16,800. In reference to what we're talking about here, that is going to be the test of the price action channel, okay? That is going to be the test of the price action channel on the shorter term time frame. So it's definitely a point to be looking out for there. If we lose the point of control here on the midterm time frame, we will also be losing the breakout scenario for this falling wedge, guys. Let me just get rid of some indicators quickly so it's a bit more visually appealing for you guys. There we go. Nice falling wedge coming down like so. You can see the move to the upside would be worth around 3.92%. Ideally, I don't want to be going long here until we've cleared this dirty, filthy trap zone, because you can see the last time that we came up to this area, we actually got resistance pretty strongly from this dirty, filthy wick. Pretty strong engulfing bearish candle to the downside there. So this obviously means that we headed down from there. So we need to basically be sure that we've broken 17,060. Otherwise, we could easily, I'm talking easily, guys, just slam it back down. It could be a filthy, filthy trap. So we're not about that life. We are here to make money. You know why we're here. We are here to make cold, hard cash, baby. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for. A nice breakout from 17,060, 17,070. And once we get the move from up there, I will be going nice little cheeky long position on Bitcoin for around a 2.41% there. And that's looking pretty good. I will be having specific take profits along the way, because as you can see, there is very clear resistance zone, and if I am long, I really need to be looking out for those resistance zones there, because I don't want to be going long and then get reversed on. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, I want to be staggering those take profits. Once I hit my first take profit, I want to take my stop loss, move my stop loss to my entry point, and then it's a risk-free position, baby. Risk-free trade. That's what we love. Now, let's talk about the MACD here for a second on the midterm time frame, because you can see down on this side here, we are looking for a bearish crossover, guys. We're looking for a bearish crossover, and this is an inclination that we are going to actually have resistance from this zone. And with the rest of the fundamentals of crypto right now, everyone is so goddamn bearish. There's FUD coming out left, right, and center from all the news stations and everything like that. So the news right now for crypto is really, really bad. The expectation is very bearish. So I probably would expect some bearish momentum to the downside if we are going to see anything right now, okay? So I really wouldn't be that convinced on breaking this this top side at the moment around 18,400. That's sort of the area that we did bump up to the other day. We do have Fibonacci, so let's talk about Fibonacci for a second. We've got our swing low Fibonacci at around 15,400, and our 0.236 currently sat at around an area of 16,916, guys. So this is another point that I do want to be looking out for there for this long position. If we do break this Fibonacci retracement, we come down and then we test it and then break this trend line and break that 17,060, I think it was, then there's going to be another reason for a lovely, lovely long position to the upside. But at this point in time, not looking that good unless we break it to the upside, okay? So please be aware, if we don't break this Fibonacci retracement to the upside and we don't break that actual area and get a nice candle body close above it, in terms of support, then I would expect downwards momentum, guys. And when I say downwards momentum, I mean at least, that's wrong, I mean at least coming down to around this area here, and then we can literally look at the levels of support that we can basically come down and test. And God help us if we come down to these sorts of levels down here around 16,400. If we start breaking these levels, these are the areas that I'm looking for there. And then from there, as I said on the shorter term time frame, I would be looking for a potential little cheeky short from around 16,700. If we can short down from this area, it's going to be looking pretty goddamn good. The measure move is actually really quite nice, really quite clean. Nothing in the way really in terms of support for us to really be looking out for that. And as I said, the synopsis right now is fairly bearish across the board. So in terms of a move to the downside, we could be looking for, it is going to be around near enough a 1% move, guys. Near enough a 1% move. And you know, if we leverage that bad boy, that's going to be literally 100%. It's going to be ridiculous. So obviously 10x. So that's sort of what I'm looking for Bitcoin here on the micro time frames. Let's talk about the directional movement index for a second, because you can see the ADX, guys, insanely low. This basically means the trend is weak, the trend is rubbish. So it indicates a sideways market. Okay, so let's just leave that there. And well, one thing I would like to say is there still is a bullish divergence coming through from around the 19th of December. And this has caused a little bit of a cheeky pump to the upside here, okay? And that is why right now. So I probably would expect downwards momentum to be coming through for Bitcoin. Just overall, just looking at it, it looks fairly bearish unless we break 17,060. If we break that, then there is going to be a lovely cheeky move to the upside. Now, jumping through to the macro, guys, the weekly. Look how goddamn bearish this looks. Absolutely horrific. I would like to say we did have this, this blue box zone coming through, and we did test this to the upside, trying to find support on it. Didn't find support on it. Another reason why we're bearish here. The price action channel coming down, looking absolutely filthy. We have had 2 bearish candles below that. That does indicate a downtrend coming through on the macro. And obviously, the macro trend right now is just absolutely disgusting bear market dirtiness coming through there. So I really would expect downwards momentum probably to come down and test this bear market low right now. Okay, if we do test this bear market low, guys, then we probably will see a lot of people sell off, just genuinely because the market and the fundamentals behind crypto at the moment, it doesn't look that great. Okay. Now, if we are going to be looking to profit from this, I want to be looking for a trade, and the trade is going to be the breakout for this macro swing trade here, guys. It's going to be from 14,860 all the way down, dare I say it, all the way down to 11,170. Absolutely disgusting price action there for Bitcoin. That could be somewhere around the bottom for this bear market. I don't think it's over. There's a lot, as I keep saying, there's a lot of fundamentals for Bitcoin that is looking really quite bad right now. Really quite bad. Not just Bitcoin, across the crypto space. Okay, so yeah, go and do some research on that. Go have a research on Genesis, on Gemini, and stuff that's going on there. And also, just jumping across the news quickly, I did just see this get released by New York Times. The 2 executives of SBF have actually pled guilty to fraud, and they're cooperating with the U.S. government. Okay, they're cooperating with the U.S. government, and it's not looking good for SBF. That's I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. He stole a lot of people's money. So this is literally released. This article was released probably like an hour ago or something, like maybe even less than that. So we really need to take into consideration here how this is going to affect the markets as it opens. Okay, it might be slightly bullish because people will be happy that the government are actually taking a bit of action against SBF finally. And another point, he has been or he's being extradited to the US as well, which is I think he spent like a week in the Bahamas jail and was like, no, I can't do this. This is terrible. So yeah, not that great for him right now, but to be honest, he deserves it. A lot of fraud going on, and if you guys do want a continual updated story, just go to Bitboy's channel. He's covering it really well. Really impressed actually. I didn't really like him until he started doing this. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Well done, Bitboy. I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. I think just in average, I would say bearish momentum to the downside is probably likely. If we do see a pump above 17,060, then I would be looking for a lovely cheeky long. And to be honest, guys, the content hasn't really been pumped out recently from myself. I've been very busy across many different business ventures and stuff like that. I am still in the Telegram, popping off in there, talking to you guys and running the premium scout package. And guys, if you did want to join the scout package, just literally drop me a message on Telegram or drop a comment on the video and I'll give you access and all that good stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I will be back as soon as physically possible, as soon as I can, for another Bitcoin update. But the markets are pretty stale at the moment. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you ever so much for watching. But for now, it's going to be peace out. Goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.